Alert tonight, police in western North Carolina are investigating a deadly shooting, and we mapped it out for you. Forest City police tell us it happened there along Harmon Street. One person was killed and another was hurt, and this was the scene when our crews arrived tonight. We still don't know a lot about what led up to those shots being fired, but police say one person died shortly after. A second victim was airlifted to the hospital, and we still don't know their condition. What we can tell you is police say they're looking for a suspect who is wearing dark clothing, who may have left the area in a gray sedan, that vehicle you see there. Anyone with information should call Forest City Police.